Report!
Casualty reports are coming in from all over Aldron. No ships responding.
None that we know of. Can we get this thing working?
This is not an IMAC. It's not plug and play. If you don't stop shaking this thing...
That's a no-go for now, sir.
Great, so looking our tail the whole way home?
Commodore, engines are phasing in and out. I don't know what it is. Might be incompatibility with our systems in the cloak.
All these lives lost for nothing.
Wong, find us a nebula, asteroid, some damn place to hide the ship until we get the engines up and running and that cloak operational.
Aye, sir. I'll look at the star scans Mora sent us.
Sir, there's a huge distortion showing up on the scans.
Do we have the engines to get away? Phoenix, let's save some power.
Coming to a full stop.
Something is the cloaking, sir. Actually, several things are the cloaking, sir.
Okay. Hold your position, people. Keep your hands on the trigger. Let's think our way out of this.
Commodore, there is only one logical choice. We surrender.
Enter. Chief. Would you like a drink?
If it's all the same, I'd rather get my orders and get back to work.
Of course.
Is this a temporary senior officer position?
I was even able to get you a field promotion to assistant chief engineer. Feeling pretty good about yourself, aren't you? You walk out that door, and everything you ever loved is going to come crashing down around you.
Is that a threat?
I don't make threats, that's a promise. You know Tanner and Menard and their spying? That could lead to a court-martial.
I don't want to be involved.
Son, you got involved when you became an ear for her and a shoulder to cry on. You came on this ship thinking that I was a fool and I was going to allow some freak in green destroy the Federation.
What do you want from me?
Your help. Someday something is going to come against us and we need to be ready for it. This is your station right here. You will report directly to engineering and directly to me on other matters and engineering.
Other matters?
Anything that I see fit, you report to no one higher and no one lower. You report directly to me. The fate of the Federation is at stake. I need someone I can trust when that moment comes.
To the end, Commodore.
Commodore, I'm receiving a communication from Admiral Reynolds. Priority 1.
I'll take it in my ready room, Lieutenant.
Sam, I know we had you pegged for temporal research, but we're gonna have to pull you.
So I know it's not my charming wit, so what's up?
Admiral Funk has it on good intel that the Romulans have a brand new cloak that can fire while cloaked.
That's not possible.
I don't want to believe it, but she has brought some good evidence and makes a strong case.
So what's the evidence?
You know, at this point, I can't get into that, even on a secure channel.
What's our orders?
Head to Algernon and steal the cloak. According to her sources, it's there.
Algernon? I thought you wanted us to get this cloak and get back. Algeron's on the edge of Romulan space. We'll be detected before we get there.
The Constitution can provide you with star map. And if you play your cards right, I can't say it won't be without danger, but...
Yeah, Starfleet. The Starfleet way. So, I know danger is part of our mission, but how do you expect us to get there undetected?
I'm sending your engineer specs, similar to Wincell tech, using a star's gravitation to slingshot you to the next system. If done properly, you'll look like a rogue body adrift.
Oh, sure. And if it fails, we can get out and push, right? I'll inform the crew. Anything else?
To get access, you are going to have to go undercover. Admiral Kirk went undercover once. Expect him to contact tomorrow.
Tomorrow? I'm just not comfortable with...
Sam, this is not a request. Get your house in order, or it's going to hit the fan. Reynolds out.
Senior staff, briefing room, 10 minutes. Okay, people, this is not a good news day or a bad news day, so I'm just going to ask right out. How do you feel about road trips?
Risa?
Not exactly. Algernon.
Why would Starfleet send us to that sector? That's Romulan space.
Well, apparently the Romulans have developed a cloak that will allow a ship to fire without decloaking.
That's not possible.
Starfleet thinks it is, so we're to investigate.
I'll have to agree with Bedford on this one, but let's just say for argument's sake that it is true. Why Algernon?
And how are we to navigate this area? There's little known about Romulan space.
Miss Stewart, am I correct in the assumption that you're close to Commander Roy Morse, XO of the USS Constitution?
Planning on getting married when things settle down.
I need you to send a personal message. Something that you would normally do. I think you'll be able to get the job done quicker than I could.
Something not out of the ordinary. What is it you need?
The Constitution was close to these coordinates 2 weeks ago. As XO, he would have access to these new classified star maps.
Starfleet could not have given you those maps.
They're not updated in the database yet. But seeing as this mission is not on the books, use my ready room to get it done.
Which takes us back to Harry's question. Why Algernon?
Because Tamara is going to go undercover to steal the cloak. These are our orders. I don't have to tell you what's on the line. So if it's nothing, it's nothing. But if it's something...
We'll know that too. We stand ready, sir.
Stations.
Computer. Priority 1 message for Exo Roy Morris. I'll hold.
We stand on the edge of history, husband, and I am troubled.
What bothers you, wife? You remain silent during the briefing. The only time you ever do that is when I cook.
Also a troubling time.
Well, you never accuse me of having a big brain. But my heart is. What's on yours?
In investigations, we could not ask for things of this nature. You're doing everything but leave breadcrumbs for the Romulans.
How so?
Sam, my Sam, even in covert operations, this is not how things are done. Logic dictates that it's a trap.
For what purpose? For whom?
That I do not know. But do not let events blind you to being the man that I know you are.
This is my mission. These are my orders.
We all have our orders, husband, but do not let them blind you to what you see, or mistakes will happen.
You don't think we should go?
What I think is not the point. All I am doing is sharing my insights and trying to guide you as best I can.
This is why I come to you over and over. You are so much more to me than I can put in words.
Then perhaps words are not needed. Do not forget who you are, no matter the obstacles.
You always manage to bring the smile out in me.
Such emotion.
What's up, hon?
We've had several crew members leave the ship.
What? Why?
Honestly, because of the things we've been assigned to do.
That comes with the uniform. As well as your promotion, I might add.
I know it was a fast track to command training, but...
But?
What if all of this is for nothing? I don't like the compromises I'm having to make.
What compromises? What's going on, hon?
I was asked to contact you because of the star charts you have. We need them for this mission.
Which charts?
The ones in Romulan space.
You know I just can't give those away.
I know, but here I am asking, nonetheless.
This sounds like manipulation to me. Both of you and of me.
Roy, please. We need those charts, and I know this will compromise you, but I...
This does more than compromise me. This could end my career.
Roy, please.
Dated. If it were anyone else, I'd be reporting you. Don't let this blow up in my face.
I won't.
The system is coming up ahead. Algeron is busy.
How?
Com traffic from what I'm seeing is eerily high, vastly different from normal background static. I'd love to take my time and examine these. It would give me a great insight on how the Romulans operate.
Not to mention what I could decode alone. That would help Starfleet for years to come.
We are on a mission, and we are going to accomplish that mission. Though it is intriguing, isn't it?
Oh yeah. It'll be hard enough to get the ship positioned and kept hidden from prying eyes without adding our own.
What's the take? Are we still good for approach?
Unless the planet shifts its orbit, we're good to go.
That would be highly unlikely. Commodore, I'm ready to go.
Oh, that's your caboose.
You're in charge of the crew car.
It's my silly Vulcan.
Senator Biog, keep an eye on the JCOMs. It's leaking, and I don't want there to be a trace of us when we're in center orbit trying to transport this cloak.
Aye, sir.
And I'm going to need all hands on deck if we get this cloak. I can't do this by myself. Few have this skill set. That does mean you.
I'll see what I can do, sir.
Senator Grissom.
Grissom here.
Look, I know that you have some arrangement with Biog right now, but I just need some help.
We all have jobs to do, and I expect them to be done. If you can't do it, just let me know, and I'll relieve you.
Nope. I read you loud and clear. Tenor out. Bloody hell, if I don't get some help, this is gonna blow up in our face.
This was not foreseen.
Say that again.
Doing so would solve nothing, Commander.
Large power source down this corridor, if I'm not mistaken. The transporter got us really close.
Yeah, close to what? You see what I'm seeing here?
The metals may look like the metals that the Federation uses, but they are far more complex. If I were going to
Guess.
speculate on the origin, it would be Romulan, since we are in their proposed base of operations.
Well, why would they duplicate the looks of a Federation ship?
What better way to infiltrate us than to look like us?
It could just be a training exercise. We don't have enough information for a conclusion.
But I do. The conclusion I come to, we're screwed if we're caught. So let's quit yakking and get this device.
I'm a good yakker.
Well, whoever was doing with this didn't quite get our molecular structure down. It's a complicated light show, nothing more.
Indeed. Explain.
Think of it this way. If I was to make a bowl of pasta and put all the good sauce on it, but you didn't have taste buds, how would you explain the experience to Yeager?
I would use my other senses.
Right. It had a lot to go on, but it didn't quite get it right. If I had to guess, this was an experiment in early development, trying to pass himself off as us.
I guess that is logical. We have what could be perceived as invaded them before. This could be retaliation.
It's almost like you respect that.
No, just understand. Until we find a common path, we will always be perceived as the enemy. I want you to download as much as you can.
Didn't think anybody was a fan of that idea.
The mission has changed. We are no longer here just to steal a device. We're here to get as much information as we can. How can that be?
Commander?
Miss Stewart? Mr. Bedford,
Nothing on sensors.
I feel like I'm walking on eggshells.
We're here with you, sir. We chose to be here. On this ship and with this crew. We're here with you.
Eggshells and all, sir.
I'm glad I came back.
So are we.
Okay, folks, Let's stay sharp. Let's make sure our friends get home.
What are you doing in this section? Where's your badge?
I must have misplaced it.
How do you sign in? What is your KSI?
It changes daily. I haven't received my assignment for today.
Typical management. They leave us in the dark all the time. I can get you a new one. Who do you report to? Who do you report to?
Stop being evasive. Answer him.
If I needed your help to handle her, you would be in charge of J section.
When the MIQ comes online, all of the system will be obsolete, as well as your drain on the Empire.
You're injured, Commander.
I'm fine. Just get out of here before these clowns wake up.
It's down this way. Let's go. That's it. That's what we're looking for.
Something seems off.
This whole thing seems off here. Federation ship. Bunch of green-blooded freaks running all over the place. It's way above my authority here.
I mean, why is the cloaking device in this room of all rooms?
I don't know. Auxiliary control? Maybe they don't know the inner workings of our ship as well as we thought.
Maybe they just thought this was a good place to put it.
If they could get the details so accurate that they could fool all the senses, then why this?
Got it.
I didn't touch nothing.
Mr. Biog, confirm my readings.
Oh man. Huge sections of everything's going critical.
You mean the base is about to go up?
No, Commander. The entire planet.
Maybe there's a way we can reconnect this thing and keep the planet from going all Krypton-like.
Nice reference.
Do what you can, Mr. Biog. I'm sure that the destruction of this planet and loss of life on this scale is not what Starfleet had in mind.
Well then, before you all die, what exactly are Starfleet's plans?
Intriguing.
Tactical, what's the status of our weapons?
Nothing on sensors, but we're ready at a moment's notice.
And you?
Scanners aren't picking up anything. Perfect mask if there is anything out there.
I'm still picking up communications, but it's no help. It's like being in the middle of a web. You don't know where it starts.
Rude, but accurate. What? That's what Tamara would say if she were here.
I know, I miss her too, but Yeager...
I'm getting several readings on Flux.
Are they Romulan?
I can't be sure.
No room for error here, Commander.
It's a quantum state that I'm not familiar with, and with limited power, I can't be sure.
Harrison, get us the hell out of here. Now!
Transporter room! Beam up the landing party now!
Oh my gods!
I don't think there have been any with us today. Donner, get us the hell out of here now!
The engines are just now coming online. It'll take a minute to get them going.
Grissom to Tanner. Where are my engines, Commander?
Working as we speak. Give me 2 minutes till we can get warp. There's something in that explosion that is interfering in the matter-antimatter coolant chamber. I've got my people working on that. I'll get started on the cloak.
The mission was a success?
I wouldn't call it a success, but we do have the cloaking device.
Where's Tamara?
Sir, I'm reading several ships adrift in orbit. Looks like they have no weapons, but their shields are armed. Power's fluctuating.
Can they see us?
Doesn't seem that way. Looks like we're just a distortion in their field. Maybe a big rock or something like that. Unless if somebody's looking out the window, we're good to go.
Well, get down there and help fix those engines and get that cloak online. Harry, belay that order. Stage your bridge post.
A quarter of the planet is starting to explode.
Tanner, where are my engines?
You're lucky I'm good. Go, go, go!
You heard her. Go! Tanner, how is the cloak looking?
I remember asking for help.
Report!
Casualty reports are coming in from all over Aldron. No ships responding.
None that we know of. Can we get this thing working?
This is not an iMac. It's not plug and play. If you don't stop shaking the ship...
That's a no-go for now, sir.
Grace, you're looking our tail the whole way home? Commodore, engines are phasing in and out. I don't know what it is. Might be incompatibility with our systems in the cloak.
All these lives lost for nothing.
Long, find us a nebula, asteroid, some damn place to hide the ship until we get the engines up and running and that cloak operational.
Aye, sir. I'll look at the star scans Morris sent us.
Sir, there's a huge distortion showing up on the scans.
Do we have the engines to get away? Phoenix, let's save some power.
Coming to a full stop.
Something is the cloaking, sir. Actually, several things are the cloaking, sir.
Okay. Hold your position, people. Keep your hands on the trigger. Let's think our way out of this.
Commodore, there is only one logical choice. We surrender.